on now. All right. So now let's get into some drag race news. So I guess the Latinas should rejoice because we're getting a all-stars season featuring Latina queens. But here's the thing. It's going to be Drag Race Mexico, Latina Royale, and this was announced after, we had the finale of Drag Race Philippines, Latina Royale. It's me, or was it the longest season of a season that we've had? I feel like that Latina Royale season went on forever. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it. I'm currently into Drag Race UK. I haven't watched the recent one. I gotta watch that one. That's the girl group episode, and they had Nadine from Girls Aloud on there. So I gotta watch that one. And Drag Race France, I gotta catch up on that too, because I just recently saw an interview with oh my god, how did I forget the damn the host, Nikki Doll. Nikki Doll did a recent interview. I guess she got a new album coming out. She was promoting the new album, and she was talking about how she wants to tour with it. And I think they're doing a tour of the Drag Race France All Star Queens, but they're only doing France. They ain't going worldwide. I kind of wish they would, or maybe they're not that interesting where they would do that. But nevertheless, that's the latest. Or enough people don't care where they can travel. So anyway, so a brand new RuPaul's Drag Race All Star spinoff is exclusively featuring Latina queens have been announced. So you would think at this part that Roxy Andrews would be excited. But they said, World of Wonder, the production company behind Drag Race, announced on today, October 16th, that new franchise Drag Race Mexico Latina Royale would spotlight Latin queens from different shows across the global Drag Race franchise. Somebody said, and I was like, yeah, that's genius. Somebody said they should have called it Drag Race Mexico Slatina Royale. I was like, oh, that's perfect. Because first of all, Alaska has a song called Slatina, which I like. And that kind of goes into the Slasian, Slatina. Y'all need some people that really know how to come up with some words, like some wordsmiths. Y'all need some of them people on y'all team. Maybe I got too many damn white people working up in there, which was kind of the complaint of the Drag Race girls, that there was a lack of Latin girls who were winning on the show. But last time I checked, we've had some Latina girl. One Latin girl got it, but I guess a lot of people don't realize that she is. Ginger Minge is of Latin descent. She has a Latin background, and she ended up winning All Stars 11, no 10. We didn't get 11 yet. So they said the news comes one day after the finale of the first season of Drag Race Philippines Latina Royale, which was the first season to feature an all-star cast of queens exclusively of Asian heritage from across different Drag Race franchises. Drag Race Philippines Latina Royale proved to be a big hit for WoW, with the first episode becoming the most watched premiere episode from across all Drag Race franchises on the WoW streaming app, WoW Presents Plus. The host and cast of the first season of Drag Race Mexico Latina Royale is yet to be announced, though Drag Race France star Lolita Banana and Queen of the Universe winner Tyga Brava are the current Drag Race Mexico co-hosts. Yeah, can y'all bring Valentina back? I kind of miss her. Maybe the fact what the matter was they hated the fact that she wasn't speaking that good Spanish, so that's probably why they got rid of her. But then they said Nina Flowers. Which I don't think she'll come back because Nina's busy DJing around the world. Jada Sophia, Alexis Mateo, Jessica Wilde, Del Rio, Cynthia Lee, Cuckoo Fontaine, and recent All Stars winner Ginger Minge are all from a Latin background. Don't forget Roxy Andrews, because she get mad if you don't acknowledge the fact that she is of Latin descent as well. Because she was, remember, it wasn't that long ago. She was on Roscoe's bitching about the fact that the lack of a Latin winner. Even though, like I just said, we have a Latin winner of Drag Race All Stars, and that's Ginger Minge. But I guess they feel like if you don't run around with your Puerto Rican flag and you're not saying Eshabalande and you're not doing all the isms, then you're not Latin enough. I don't know if that's what there's like a litmus test of how Latin you can be in these situations. But nevertheless, a Latin queen won, not the one that y'all wanted, which was George's. Although I've had my conversation about that, and I know Georges did comment on my last video that I did about the whole thing, but I think that what may have hurt her was that she aligned herself with messy ass mistress, and that little shady thing they did during their bracket may have hurt her in so many ways. So, and then but then again, they said that the show was kind of conditioned for Ginger to win anyway. So now, Drag Race Mexico, Latina Royale is set to debut on WoW Presents Plus in 2026. WoW will release a series entitled Drag Race Mexico Rewind in December of this year, featuring highlights of the first two seasons of the Mexican spin-off show. Drag Race Mexico has also featured a total of 24 queens across two seasons, including winners Christian Peralta and Lexa Fox, the Global All-Stars favorite Galavaro. They also said that the World All Stars franchise with Drag Race Down Under versus the World set to air in 2026. There was also rumors going around because I said this earlier in passing, but since I can actually bring this up in the conversation. It was mentioned that Drag Race, well, the Drag Race Down Under versus the World, I believe is filming in Portugal because they said like they was doing with Colombia. It is cheaper to film in Portugal. So that's why they actually have a studio down there, and that's what they've been filming. So in addition to the Latina series, WoW has recently announced the latest in its Versus the World All Stars franchise. Like I mentioned, with Drag Race Down Under Versus the World set to air in 2026, it follows on from Drag Race UK Versus the World and Canada Drag Race Versus the World, both of which have had two seasons so far. Also, Michelle Visage is going to be back to host Drag Race Down Under Versus the World. So, because and then they also said that she was giving it away because um she was posting videos and stuff in her stories of her in Portugal. So that's why they felt like they gave it away, that they're currently filming it there instead of down under. Or where were they filming it before? New Zealand? I guess also New Zealand is kind of far. So maybe Portugal is a shorter trip. Oh yeah, and then also Drag Race Philippines has been officially greenlit for season 4. So they also mentioned that in this as well. So Drag Race Mexico El Recuento, a recap of the first was a recap of the first two seasons of the Mexican spinoff premiering in December 2025. So that should be interesting. Border One is still stepping their pussy up, and I do wonder, like, if it does come down, because remember there was also a rumor going around that they believe that Drag Race might get chopped because of what's going on with this current administration and them cracking down on the drag queens and this and the other. I do kind of wonder if they'll pull something where World of Wonder be like, okay, well, if MTV no longer wants to foot the bill regarding Drag Race, will World of Wonder just be like, we'll put the show straight to the World of Wonder streaming service and foot the bill there? And have some sponsors or whatever come in to help keep the show afloat. Do they still need MTV to get the show doing what it's doing? Because Drag Race is such a powerhouse, this show could still go on forever. So that's the latest on this story. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Now, this does make me wonder before I close out of this. Now, does this mean that it's only going to be people from Latin shows that are going to be on the show, or are we going to see Drag Race girls from the American version who are going to be on this show? And is it a requirement that you have to speak Spanish to get on there? Because there are some Latin queens, but they Spanish ain't all that great. Like I don't know. I'd have to find out, could Miss Vanjie do the show? I mean, she could do the show, but do she speak good Spanish? So I do wonder, like in that whole situation, or I could definitely see Alexis Mateo trying out again and doing the show, or Jada Sophia, or even Roxy Andrews. But I don't even know if Roxy Andrews speaks good Spanish. So these are questions that I have that I'm curious about, like what is the whole makeup of this show. So I'm definitely curious. I'll be watching, like I watch all the other drag race shows. So I definitely want to hear from my drag race aficionados and my drag race lovers and my drag race fans. What do you think of all of this? Whatever your thoughts are on this story, let me know in the comments down below.